So Mark running, he get around the table. He like, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She say, stop fucking running for me right now. I'm finna fuck you up, Mark. He like, please, Mom. So she said, so they both like, they do it. Gee, they just going back and forth. So Mark like, Mom, please. She say, Mark, I'm telling you, I'm going to flip this table open. When I flip it over, I'm going to come on you like a lion. I'm telling you, you think I'm playing. Stop running from me. Like, Mama, please, I'm scared. I'm scared, Mama, I'm scared. So she comes around. He break running again. My mama break running. So now he trying to go up the stairs. She grab him. Mark is holding on for Joe. Mark is holding on for dear life. He's holding on, right? She trying to push. She said, so she start hitting his hand like, let it go. So he let it go. She pull him and he comes down the stairs like, blook, blook, blook. She say, yo ass gonna go. She whoop. I'm talking about with her hand. Blook, whooping his ass. Blook. Blook, he like, He gets up, he shake her, boom. This dude runs again. He's back up, he shoots back up the stairs again. I'm talking about when I say Mark, he was saying like, look, you gonna have to catch me to keep beating my ass. He runs in my room. I go in my room right behind him and he shuts the door. He like it. He like, oh, bro. I'm like, bro. She say, Roshan, open this door. I'm like, bro, I gotta open the door. He like, please, don't open it. She say, boo, 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 boo. Roshan, open this damn door, sucker. Now look, if you don't want to get his ass whooping, I advise you to open the door. I'm like, bro, I gotta open the door. I told you I didn't want to be there. Like, please, bro, I always get your back. I'm like, I gotta open it. I open that door. Mark, like, let me have. Soon as I open the door, he went in my closet, but my mama still see him going in the closet and shutting the door. She say, open it. So he trying to hold the closet. It's one of those slide closets that comes in, like when you pull it in, it just cave in. He trying to hold it. My mama up there trying to pull it. I'm like, wait, they better not tell my closet. She pulled that motherfucker. Mark say, Mama, no, she, boo, boo. She beating Mark ass. She drag him. So Caleb is downstairs. All I hear is beep, beep. I go down there while my mama is beating Mark ass in my room. I go down there. Caleb is down there popping fucking popcorn, bro. I said, Caleb, what are you doing? He like, it's like a movie. He like, and I want popcorn. Can you warm up my butter? I said, no, I can't. So all you see is Mark with no shirt this time. He running and my dad stopped. He said, hey. He said, stop running. He like, damn, please, Dad, I gotta go in my room. My mama say, I'm sick of you, sucker. Bow, faggot. He like, oh, my face. She said, you want to run? She grab him. Boom, slang him on the ground. She say, now, did you bust them fucking windows and bust my window out too? He on the floor, right? So I'm looking like, damn, like my mama is not playing cold-blooded with it. Mark gets up. She said, I'm going to ask you one time, Mark. Because, Mark, you know what? You just don't get it. You just a rebel without a clue. You don't fucking think, sucker. You been in that fucking attic. What the fuck you was doing up there all them days? He like, Mama, I was scared. She said, what was you doing up there? He like, I was scared, so I stayed up there. I didn't know I was in trouble. So she said, did you bust them people windows and bust my window, Mark? So he looked, he say, I didn't mean to bust out. She said, so you fucking bust. So my dad say, you bust, why would you bust out with her? He like, I don't know. I was just busting everybody's windows. So my mama said, so you was busting everybody's windows. And you thought that was okay to do. He like, she said, yeah, I want you to have that stale look. She said, Al, I'm finna fuck him up. You might want to turn around. And my mama just go in and just punch him square in the, like, gee, I know that's not a part of the parent code. That you shouldn't be punching your kids in the face like this. She hauled off. Boom, right in Mark's face. He went down. Joe, the way he was like, my nose. He went out. She say, motherfucker. So guess what? The police came. So if I got to see the police again, I swear to God, and they say that I got to pay anything, I'm going to fuck you up. So she said, get out my face. So as he was walking, she kicked him. Boom, he goes down. Joe, the kick was so superb. She, boom, and I'm just sitting there. She said, I want everybody to get out my face. Al, I'm going to need a shot. So my mama go get some drink, right? She say, and my motherfucking, go ahead and my motherfucking attic, bust my motherfucking window. These kids, these can't be my kids. They adopted. So my mama is going crazy. Now I'm in my room like, oh my God, like, I'm scared. So boom, it's Sunday the next day, right? Next day come along is Sunday. I see Mark early in the morning. He's scrubbing walls, right? But not really. He just like, you know, I'm like, damn, bro, like you up early. He like, yeah, mama said I got your chores. I say, what? My chores was scrubbing the walls down, but the thing is, once you do the hallway walls, you gotta dump that water out, make fresh water, and do the separate hallway walls going to the basement. So I knew you gotta wash the cabinets in and out, like he was on a whole drill. So I was like, damn, I'm like, well, I'm finna get ready to go to work. He like, whippy do for you. I'm like, you already? Like, no, man, my fucking body sore, man. He like, I swear to God, I can't stand mama. I'm like, it's all right. So my mama say, come on, let's go. She said, Mark, do a good job. I better see the same motion, up and down, not up and down, and side to side. So now my mama is going crazy, right? Like trying to provoke Mark even more. I get in the car. Boom. I go to my job. Now, as I'm working, people are coming to get orders. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. So it was the barbecue place was right across the street from the church. So a lot of people was coming to get pans of chicken, pan of rib and chicken combos, all types of shit. So I was dropping a lot of chicken. So I started seeing the employees saying like, hey, we finna go for a stroll. And talking to like the shift leader, like, you want a stroll, Willis? You want me to say you some stroll? So I kind of know the game, but I didn't know what they was talking about. I'm like, a stroll, save a stroll. But I didn't say shit. I kept dropping chicken. So when they came back in and they walked past me, you can smell, okay? You know how you smell that skunky good Zaza, that good loud, that good stinking? Like, it stank, right? So when they walked past, I said, damn. I said, I can smell your cologne. So one of the workers was like, oh, you do? He like, yeah, he like, I got that. He like, I got that on deck all the time. I said, all right. He like, it's cool beans, though. He like, come fuck with me after work. I'm like, all right, for sure. So he like, what time you get off? I tell him what time I get off. He like, yeah, I get off an hour after that. I'm like, but my mom will pick me up. He like, well, I'll take my next break after that. Boom. We're working. We getting it going on. So I'm like, all right, I get my break. Now, mind you, I don't got no phone. But I had Brianna's number already written down, right, in my wallet. I had like a green and black wallet. So I pull my wallet out, pull out the little note with her little number on that shit. And I call her from the work phone, straight up. On her cell phone, she pick up. I'm like, hey. She like, hey. I'm like, you know who this is? She like, no. I'm like, this Roshan. She said, oh, what? I'm like, dang, you don't miss me? She like, what number you calling me off? I'm like, my job. She like, you got a job? I'm like, yeah, I'm working now. She like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I work at this rib joint. I'm like, you like ribs? She like, yeah. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna send you the address. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the address. You think you can come up and come get some? I'm like, it'll be on me. You can have my lunch. She like, I gotta ask my mom. I'm like, can you tell your mom I'm sorry? I'm like, my mom is crazy. You know, I'm just like pleading to her. She like, we could talk at school. You know what I'm saying? She telling me we could talk at school. And she like, you know, me and Legs got into it Friday. She like, she talking about she gonna jump on me when she see me Monday. Now, when she tell me that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how many chapters did I miss? I got my own situation going on. I ain't know it was a problem in the field. You feel me? So boom, I get off the phone. I go back. I get to work and boom. She comes right like kind of in the midst where I'm getting ready to get off. So I go ahead and I get her whatever she wanted that I was going to take for lunch. So I was like, hey, what you want? She like, oh, just a mini tip and wing. I'm like, all right, I'm actually about to get ready to get off. So I put in the mini tips and wings, right? But it was for my lunch. So it was free. So I give it to her straight up. I'm like, thanks. So the mom was like, hey, so what's going on? I'm like, I'm sorry about that. I'm like, my mom be beating on me. So, you know, I can't tell. She like, if you ever want anywhere to crash until you talk to another family member, you're welcome to come to my house. So now Brianna mama is being extra nice to me, you know what I'm saying, and letting me know, like, if I need her, just to let her know. I'm like, yeah, but I don't got no cell phone. So I'm going to call for my job. She said, okay, that's fine. She said, we probably can help you get, like, a phone with just minutes on there, like basically a burnout phone. I'm like, okay. She like, we'll see what we can do tomorrow. She like, just don't let your mama find out. So Brianna mama was cool. Brianna mama now is on board, and she know what my mama is about. Boom. Now, mind you, I'm off, all right, on time. So the dude that supposed to get off an hour after me, he gets off the same time as me. So we gets in his truck. I let my mama know that I'm already off. She already on her way because she know what time I get off. She got my schedule. So I let my mom know that I'm off because she's going to call up to the job anyway. Boom, she said she'll be on her way in a minute. Now, I goes down, mind you, I always bring Caleb a large tip because every time I leave, I would normally give Caleb my lunch. But instead of doing that, I used it to give it to Brianna. So I'm not thinking none of it that my mama might be pissed. So I gets in the car with the dude. He like, hey, come on. He like, let's go for a stroll. So I'm like, what's up with this word? Like stroll. So I go on ahead and go for the stroll. We get in his car. He got a big ass stogie already rolled. So I'm like, oh, I don't smoke stuff that's already rolled. He like, no. He like, I'm telling you it's legit. He like, I ain't gonna spike myself. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if you got something in it. He like, trust me, I don't. I'm like, no, I can't trust you. So he like, shit, he like, it's at least gonna take me a good 7 minutes or 8 minutes to roll this up. He rolled it up. Long story short, he rolled it up. Fat, big, boom, boom in his, to my fat stogie. This was out my lead. Like, I'm used to smoking a Swisher, but this motherfucker was like a Cuban cigar. This motherfucker was twisted tight. Now, I'm not thinking at this point that my mama, you know what I'm saying, is on her way that fast. She said, give her a minute. So I was just, my plan was to get in the car. Once I got in the car, tap it a few times. Tap, tap, tap. All right. So boom, I hit it once and I passed it back to him. So he like, no, hit it a couple of more times. I'm like, no, here's your turn. He like, no, we do 3 and P around here. So I'm like, no, it's your turn. So he like, come on, man, hit it 2 more times. So I said, real quick, and I passed it to him. So boom, he hit it. He just blowing the motherfucker. Like, he taking his time. He passed it back to me. I said, no, I'm good. He like, come on, hit it one more time. I'm like, all right. I hit that bitch one more time. It hit my chest. Boom! I felt it hit my chest. Now, mind you, he parked over there by the smoke area. So it's an employee parking. So it's people that's parked over there. But my mom is going to park where customers are coming at. So we in a dip. So I get out, you know what I'm saying? He put it out. We go inside. I go wash my hand and stuff. He like, damn. He like, your eyes bloodshot red. I'm like, wait, it's bloodshot red? Now, mind you, last time I got caught like that was with my mom and her personal hairstylist, Carlina, when I first smoked with Beth. If you ain't seen that story time, go stroll down, please. And my eyes were bloodshot red and I got caught. So I was like, dang, I asked him straight up, like, you got some Visine? He like, no, I don't keep that. He like, I'm good. He like, I don't stay with my mom. I'm like, I'm gonna get cold. He like, wait, let me ask one of the girls. So he asked one of the girls had some, I put some in my eyes. Boom, my mama called the store several times. Now, once I'm coming from the back way and come in, they're like, hey, your mama called. And when I come all the way out, she's out there in the lobby. So I'm like, oh, hey, now mind you, even though my eyes is not red, I'm still feeling all the symptoms of I'm lit off this shit that he rolled up. Like, this shit was some good. This was some good. I was up there like, hey, Ma. Like, she like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, oh, no, I'm just tired. But I was really just, I was lit in a Christmas tree, okay? My lights was on like the light pole. I was gone, bro. I get in the truck, so she's driving. So she's looking at me. She like, did you bring Kayla something? I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, I had ate my lunch. She like, okay. She like, well, let me turn around. So she turns around. She go order Kayla. So now I'm in the truck, right? So she comes out like, dang, you could at least came in and did your discount. I'm like, oh, I don't even know if we get discounts. So she like, well, next time I ask them, do they get discounts? So I'm looking like, wait, first off, we got good money. Why did you ask them for us to tell them about discounts? But whatever. Nevertheless, we're going with the flow, right? Boom. We get home. I go straight to my room. So I'm like, I'm high as a sky. So I'm like, Mom, I'm like, you got some Flaming Hots? Now I'm banging everything. I'm eating chicken, right? I'm warming up chicken. I need to eat chips. I'm eating candy. My mama like, why are you going through this like you have? I'm like, I just got off work. I'm like, I got a really big appetite. She said, but you said you ate lunch. I'm like, yeah, I did, but I'm still hungry. So Mark comes upstairs. So my mama say, you better have everything ready for school tomorrow, Mark, because I want to fuck you up. Matter of fact, stand right there. So Mark stood right there. He like, wait, but Mom, what I do? She said, it ain't what you do. It's what you don't do. She said, where that game at? He like, upstairs. She said, what were you doing up there in that attic, Mark? He like, I told you, Mom, I was scared, so I was going to stay up there. She said, what was that noise? He like, I tried to get the TV and I put it up there. He like, and I had the game connected. And he like, it got weak and the thing broke. And he like, the game is still up there. She said, go up there and go get the game right now. Because you know what? I don't want you to sneak up there and get a bad habit. And then all of a sudden you upstairs. So, boy, he go up there in the attic. He go get the game, give it back to her. She snatched. She said, next time you want to steal from me, she said, you better let me know. Because I'm going to break your hands off. And she said, get out my face. So Marley, he like, but I'm thirsty. She said, Mark, get out of my face. So Mark was like, okay. She said, make a face like that again. He like, I'm getting out of your face. He leaves. So I go downstairs. I'm like, Mark, you good? He like, no, I'm not fine. I'm like, look, it's school tomorrow. I'm like, bro, I smoked the craziest loud. So I'm letting him know about the loud. He like, man, I got to come up there. I'm like, well, I'm going to ask mom, can I work tomorrow? I'm like, tomorrow, Monday. I'm like, and make sure I can work any day. So I'm like, I'm going to let mama know I'm going to work nights. I'm like, you should come up there. He like, yeah. I'm like, dude, got some killer on the loud. He like, for sure, I'm going to come up there. Boom. Come up to my room. Boom. Everything copacetic for that day. The next day, it's time for me to go to school. Now, I go to school. I'm there early. I make it in the cafeteria. It's breakfast time. Everybody having breakfast. Everybody coming in there. Everybody in and out. People are in the hallway. So I see Brianna, and I'm walking towards Brianna, right? All of a sudden, as I'm walking towards Brianna, legs comes up and straight sling her whole plate in Brianna's face.